And so it begins. Light rain, thunder, lightning. Already had our lights flicker a little bit. Yep, it was funny. After that long bike ride me and the monster took today, he came home and went to sleep. He ain't never been on a bike ride that long. And it's been many years since I've been on a bike ride that long. Mind no ass how tall, still pay for it. Reminds me of that episode of King of the Hill where you had to get that fake butt with a lawnmower race. Either that or get one of them bigger seats, bigger padded seats. But after I stood up for a little while riding, it helped the butt out some. Along with the good news that I got, and I passed it on to y'all about new job and everything. Then I got an email from the TWIC office, and my TWIC card is officially in the mail. If I don't receive it within 5 to 15 business days, give them a call. Now I got 2 days to wait, and I'm waiting on the company to email me what time to be there, what's my first week going to be like, and all that good stuff. I think the way it's going to fall, I'm going to get my first paycheck on after my first 2 weeks instead of it being 3. Depends on what time of the month you get hired on. They pay on the 2nd and the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. But it is what it is. I know they was telling me that during the interview process that they're working on a big contract, multi-million-dollar contract. So I think that's what held up the hiring process for me. They just used it as an excuse for holding me off on hiring me. Just kept telling me, hey, you gotta wait on your background check, wait on your background check. But everything happens for a reason. Figured I'd come outside, smoke a cigarette, film some lightning, thunder. At least the mosquitoes aren't bad tonight. Got one cat that wants to keep rubbing up on me and meowing at me. The same one that's always being annoying. I've been keeping up with Joe Morgan, watching all his videos. Man, I've been getting a lot of stuff off of Amazon. I'm gonna have to check into that. I know that Amazon got FlexPay, so which the bigger purchases I'm gonna end up, if I get anything kind of expensive, I'll do a FlexPay with that. So far it's just been light rain, drip drop here and there. More lightning and thunder than anything. So I'm guessing it's supposed to have been that storm that they was talking about coming towards us. I'm not gonna say we need the rain, but a good little rain every now and then is always welcome. Oh man, I've been getting ideas for my expedition. I know I got a lot of work I got to do to it. Tune up, oil change, body work, which I can handle all that. Yeah. But I'm not doing anything to it till after I get it transferred. So if y'all hear me calling something a beast, that's what I'm meaning by beast. Thinking about fixing it up for off-road, even though it's two-wheel drive, but give it that look. I can even jack it up, raise it up some. I wonder how much of a hassle it would be to turn it into a 4x4, legitimate 4x4. If I can find another one for parts that's actual 4x4, I can just swap everything over. That was a nice lightning flash. I found my son's favorite cat. He was sickly, and we found his body. Well, I found his body the other day. Or what should I say? It was the remainder of it. Just a puddle and bones. Cat jumped down. Yeah, I'll do you too. I asked the monster when he woke up, well, if it ain't raining tomorrow, what you want to do? Needless to say, he didn't say anything. I actually felt good to go out and do something out in the sun instead of being cooped up all the time, and other than cutting grass. Don't get me wrong, I've been coming outside and staying outside while I smoke, and then longer than that, trying to get myself acclimated back for the heat. But 12 hours a day out in that sun, it's gonna be fun. Definitely gonna get me a Camelback so I can have water constantly. Keep myself hydrated, especially with as hot as it's been here lately. Before the sun went all the way down, we had an orange haze out here. Tried to get a video of it, but with the way my phone is set up, it wouldn't allow it. It kept doing regular mode instead of the way it was supposed to, the way it actually looked outside. It's supposed to really storm about 1 o'clock in the morning, and now the mosquitoes are starting to get me. And I'll probably be awake still. Never know. And I heard that Alaska is under a tsunami warning. New York Prepper was talking about it. I didn't get too much of it because I was kind of busy. Tonight's dinner was BLTs. And tomorrow night's dinner is going to be Sloppy Joe's. It's been so hot, you know. I don't know about y'all. I don't really feel like eating much when it's really hot. But I'm gonna work on my diet better with this job coming up. I know I'm gonna be tired. I'm definitely gonna be needing my weekends off or whatever. But I can't sit on my ass all day. I'm gonna have to go out and do stuff. Might go for some long walks or take the monster for another bike ride or something. He's looking forward to when I buy him a go-kart. He's excited about that. It's gonna feel good with the amount of money and hours I'm gonna be making. I'll be able to buy him a lot more stuff. The sad part about it is I won't be spending as much time with him because of the way I'll be working. Before he was born, I was working 84 hours a week. And then after he was born, I got laid off from the oil industry and went back into construction and all that good stuff. Now I'm going back into somewhat of a plant. It used to be a shipyard back in the day. I worked there before, building LPDs and icebreakers, and all that good stuff. The USS Bob Hopes. But then the Navy decided or the government decided to cut back on the shipbuilding. So they ended up shutting down all three of the yards that was out here, which was Ingalls, Avondale, which I worked at, and Tallulah. But it is what it is. And it seemed like every time me and Fleming Construction work together and either I leave or they let me go, it always takes at least 6 months for me to find a job. The first time I left, I couldn't find a job for 6 months. This time they let me go and I couldn't find a job. I can't say for 6 months, it was more like 7 this time, but I had a job. It's just that I had to wait for all that. Ugh. I have mosquitoes. Yeah. Missy was telling me about a week ago that one of her clients got what's that called? Staph infection from a mosquito bite. That's not good. But I'd like to know how you get a staph infection from a mosquito bite. Yeah, but then anyway, there's you can get all kind of stuff from a mosquito bite. I remember back when, what was it, West Nile or something? I was working at Dow Chemical at night, and they said if we got bit by a mosquito, we got to file an incident report. So I was joking around and made the comment, the stats of the mosquito report, 37 mosquitoes dead, only 1 got through. And I laughed at the end of that on the radio, and they said, well, KP, come on in. You gotta do an incident report. I was like, dude, I was just kidding. There was no mosquito bite. Well, you put it on the radio. I didn't think they were serious. They said it in the safety meeting, though. And I don't know about y'all, but mosquito spray is kind of expensive, and it doesn't necessarily work. Meow, meow, meow to you too. Oh, these cats. If it gets more lightning out here, I'll come back in. Well, I'll come back out here. I'm going in because the mosquitoes are about ready to take me away. And not to the funny farm. They're using me as a blood bag. And so, I'll see you on the next one.